Hello and welcome to The Pause. I'm Laia Bove. I'm a yoga and meditation teacher who is dedicated to sharing accessible and sustainable practices like yoga, meditation, breath work, and other techniques to help you create a more harmonious life. I'm also a writer and a creative, and I'm passionate about supporting other people, like creatives and innovators, to foster a genuine community dedicated to finding balance while staying productive and inspired. The Pause is an accessible and inclusive space created to invite you to take a moment, as well as learn to connect to your authentic and creative truth through the practices of yoga. The Pause is a written and recorded publication. If you're interested in the written version of this, you can read it at layabove.substack.com. If you're interested in the audio and the recording, you already hear.
Sometimes life can become monotonous. You wake up at the same time every day, eat the same breakfast, and do the same several activities. And whether you do remote work at an office or you're a full time parent, the repetitiveness of tasks and to do lists can become boring and demotivating. In my quest for work life balance in the past few years, I found that there is one thing that I can do that always helps me feel renewed and gives me a pause from the dullness. As someone who juggles various projects across different mediums, it's rare for me to feel bored. However, tasks like administrative work or even creative ones like article writing and video editing that I have to do all the time can become quite tedious. Hence, finding new ways to make these tasks more enjoyable is paramount. So, change your environment and shift your energy. Altering your surroundings can revitalize your mind, allowing you to escape the mundane and view your responsibilities in a new light. If you follow me on Instagram and watch my stories, you might have seen that I frequently work in various libraries, coffee shops, and community spaces. For instance, when I began writing my novel, I found that I could tap into more creativity at a local coffee shop while sipping on a lavender latte and people watching. While working on articles and copywriting projects, I love sitting outside in the sunshine, somewhere quiet, or with my noise canceling headphones on. I select specific locations for specific tasks. And here's how you can do the same to enhance your productivity. Number one, identify a task. The first step is to choose a task that you can move out of your usual workspace. I highly recommend you start with something quite easy that doesn't require a lot of logistics. For example, even in a traditional office setting, consider whether you could perform certain activities like taking calls or planning your week in a different part of the building or perhaps outside. For instance, I work with a large tech company for the past few years that ensures employee wellness by creating an area of the office building where there's couches, a small library, and even a yoga room so that everyone can work from wherever they'd like. Yes, depending on where you work and who you work for, not being at your desk may require that you ask for permission, but I honestly would question what kind of humans I work for if they said no. Number two, choose a location. This is the fun part, deciding where to work. Would you prefer the quiet of a library, the fresh air of a park, or maybe you want the bustling atmosphere of your favorite coffee shop? The best location depends on the nature of the task and what you need to accomplish it. So, are you looking for an indoor or an outdoor space? Somewhere with people or somewhere more quiet where you can truly focus? For instance, you wouldn't hold a team meeting in the library. A co working space might be perfect for that. Or if you are catching up on emails, a park could be ideal, especially if you have Wi Fi. I know that it may sound far fetched, but many parks in Barcelona, they actually have free Wi Fi hotspots, so check out what's available where you live. And number three, stay intentional. Once you know what you want to focus on and determine your location, you must commit. So reduce distractions as much as possible and use the time and space that you've allotted to the task to, well, do the task. And after your session, reflect on how it went. If it was successful, keep it up. And if not, consider adjusting either the task or the location next time. Now, if you need inspiration, I'm going to leave you a link on the show notes. You can join me for a productivity session that I did in a Barcelona coffee shop. It's 25 minutes of lo fi and jazzy beats, coffee shop sounds, and a space for you and I to focus. All right, that's it from me today, friend. I hope that this productivity tip was helpful. What is the first place you plan to take your work to? Share in the comments, or better yet, snap a photo and send it to me so that I can share it and connect with the community. I can't wait to see where you'll end up. Until we meet again, pause often, breathe deeply, and stay kind, especially to yourself. Much love, my friend.